Hello my fellow crafters, welcome back to my channel. My name is David and today I'm going to be making a journal. And not just a journal, I am going to start my hashtag December Memories 25 journal. As you may or may not know, over at Elziabeth Craft Designs we've got several challenges going. One of them is the December to Remember challenge, and I've already made my journal for that. That is all done and dusted, but I also want to participate in the, I keep forgetting, the December Memories challenge that we've got going on, because that is going to be fun as well. I will explain the difference. The prompts are the same, so that's sort of fun, I think, but the difference is with December to Remember you just craft, make an art journal page, or make an art journal page, or make an ATC card and work that into an art journal. So that is more towards art journaling. The December Memories is more towards memory keeping. So that is variation on day by day. So that's going to be documenting your days in December. And it's a bit of mindfulness, just standing still, look around you and what has happened that day. I want to participate in that challenge as well, so I need to start making a journal for that. I'm going to do that in one of my art journals, the Square XL. So yeah, let's switch the cameras around so I can explain what I'm doing. So here's my little journal that I made for December to Remember. That's going to be filled up with all sorts of ATCs with all the different prompts. But for the December Memories, I'm going to do something different. And that is, I'm going to work in my Square XL art journal. So what I've already done in preparation for that is I've cut out the number of pages I need to put in there to make one page a day. So let me tell you how many pages I made. 2, 3, 6, 8. I've cut out 8 pages. 3, 3, and 2, and that will give me enough to do one page a day. So one page, I mean, this is one page, and you open it, one page, one page. So I'm not going to do a complete spread. It's one side and the other side. So that's the plan for December. That keeps it manageable for me. So yeah, this is the hashtag December Memories 25. If you want to participate in that, use this hashtag and you'll be able to win one of 2 $100 gift certificates. If you participate in December Memories and in December to Remember, you can win twice. So that is also good to remember. So I've got my pages cut out. What I use to cut out the pages is the Book of Christmas. I love this die. The Book of Christmas is one of my latest release dies. So that's what I use to cut this out. Fits in the journal perfectly. But I'm going to start with decorating my journal. So I bought some fabric that I'm going to use. This is fabric by Tim Holtz. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to do some other bits and bobs. I want to use this beautiful stamp on the cover because I like it. I'm going to combine some burlap because I think burlap is beautiful with the color. This is the Stonewash Brown Square XL art journal, so I like that. And I'm going to use this die from the same release to cut out another layer on here, and I'm going to do some inking on the journal itself. So I've got loads to do, so let's get started. First things first, decorate this journal a bit. Now I'm going to use an older stencil for that. This stencil is from my journal stencils that I launched last year with the December Romance set. And I will be using that one to decorate this. I will link all the products I use from Elziabeth Craft Designs below. But first things first, I'm going to use Versifine Clair. And I think I'm going to start with the lightest one to see what it does on this brown. Now, to be honest, it's more about texture than color. So I could have used brown or any other color. But let's see what this does. It does give it color, that's good. So I'm holding the stencil in place. I'm just going to do the outer perimeter. Just lining it up again, like this. And then color in the rest. There we go. So I like that. I really like that actually. And that's going to be on there. So that's step one. I'm only going to decorate the front. Having said that, I might just pull it backwards a tiny bit. Just let it fade out a bit so it's not that harsh. Yeah, I like that. You see now it fades out here, and when I close this, it'll be like that. So let me just dry this, because this is a pigment ink on a non-porous surface, so that will take a while to dry. Next, I'm taking Vintage Photo in Archival, and a big brush, load that up just around the outer perimeter. I will just see if that, yeah, that will fade it out a bit and make it look more grungy. That's that. Just got another idea. This is still sort of wet. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put this to the side and let this dry. But I do like what this has done. You see that? Nice and grungy, inside nice and clean. So put this to the side, let it dry, while I work on this piece of paper. Because this piece of paper will be what I will be using to cut out that, how do you call this? It's got a name, forgot it now. Plate. Plate, David. I will use that to cut out the plate. So I'm going to use my VersaFine clears and just blend onto some paper and lightly build up towards darker. The first color I used was Charming Pink. This one is called Purple Delight. Next I'm coming in with Glamorous, which is a more red. So quite a subtle difference between these two, but there is a difference. And last but not least, I'm gonna use Chianti, which is a dark red. So with a light touch coming in and blending that in. Now this ink is not water reactive. I could have done this with the distress inks, and then I could have splattered on it, etc. But I do think it's a different style of blending. It gives it a different feel, so that's why I do like it. I'm just going to go all over a bit. So, how's that color-wise? I like it. You see that? It's pretty good, right? Now, next I'm going to use my, no, not Vintage Photo, even though there's a bit of orange in there, but I want it darker. Ground Espresso. It's really dark brown. And I'm going to use this stamp. Again, I will link it below. This was Sweater something. It's been a year, more than a year since I launched this, so a year and a half almost. I'm just gonna do that with my hand, second generation, because I want it in the background. There you go. I just like that effect. So let me clean this up, and then I will cut out this die and see what it looks like. I want to give this a tiny bit more grungy feel, so I am coming in with Vintage Photo. I'm just gonna go over that and see what that does. I like that. Just makes it more grungy, a bit darker. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now let's talk about composition. This is annoying me that it's curling up, but hey, that'll be fine. It's going to be on there. I want something with the burlap, just don't know what yet. I think I'm going to rip this. Yeah, let's just do it. Don't overthink. I'm not throwing this away. Let's get the scissors out. Okay, let's have a look. Let's do. I like that. And that's going to go on there. And that's going to go there. I think that's going to be very pretty on the cover of my journal. Now, before I glue anything down, I'm coming in with my Vintage Photo and my brush. I'm just going to go around the edge of my fabric to make the borders a tiny bit darker. And yes, this will fray it. No, I don't care. It's just a subtle the white of the threads are going, and that's what I like. Another trick to check that is if you have just a scrap piece of paper, which I have here, and you just put it on there and blot it off, because it won't take off any color. It will just take off any excess that's not dried yet. There, you see that? So it's good that I did that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my piece of fabric and take some glue and one of these sponges, these throwaway sponges. I'm just gonna go around. This is all sorts of glue, all-purpose glue. It worked on fabric and on the plastic cover. Fabric glue is good, but my fabric glue wasn't good anymore, and I had these around, and we did this during a workshop I teached, and that worked like a charm, so I'm not too worried. So let's stick this on there. I really like this. So next I'm going to glue this part down to the burlap first, just so I have a bit of wiggle room playtime. I'm going to glue this part down to the burlap first, just so I can get it exactly how I want it. It's a bit easier, then I can position the hole where I want it. So that's There we go. And then I will just put some of this glue on the back. Like so. So I didn't want to cover up the complete fabric. This needs a bit longer to dry, but okay, this one is a bit too stark white. So what I've got is a little trick up my sleeve. I'm going to take my frayed burlap, and without inking my dauber again, I'm just going to go over that, take away that stark white. See? So I don't like that stark white on this occasion. There's a time and place for everything, but I don't think this calls for it. There, that's a lot better. A lot better. And this is where I will put this one down. I love how this cover turned out. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that's it. I'm not going to do much more. Just one little thing. There we go. Just that one little thread was annoying me. I might do some, I've got some gold wax here. I'm just gonna take some on my finger. And just strategically, well, not strategically, here and there. Oh yeah, I like that. In the end of the day, it's Christmas, right? I'm not sure if you can see it. And what I'm also doing is around the edge of my journal, just with my finger, I'm putting down some gold. See, it's subtle, but it's there. I like that. It was missing a bit of spark for me. Okay, so now it's time to put our signatures in. So carefully open this because I don't think it's completely dry yet, but when you're at home, wait until it's completely dry. So that's the first one in. The second one in. And the last two are going to go right here in the back. I think this looks fantastic. The Book of Christmas is such a nice die to create this. Ooh, love it. So that's that. Now this will obviously fill up when I decorate and make what I want to make. So I want to do something already, and that is I want to take out the first signature. And that's the beauty of these pages. You can just take them out, fold them flat, work on them, and put them back. And I've got the prompts here. Now these are quite small. I've got the bigger one here. Let me see if I can make the bigger one work. I think I can. actually, this is the wrong one. This says December to Remember. So I should go to the Elziabeth Craft Designs page and print off the correct one. So let me do that and then I'll be back. So here we are. This is the prompt list that is provided by Elziabeth Craft Designs. It's just it doesn't say the hashtag December to Remember. So that's why I wanted that one. And I'm going to use this one here at the bottom maybe, and use a stencil. I like this one, the plate one. So let me clean that. So the plate one is going to be nice because this one's going to be there. So now color wise, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go with lumberjack plate because of the red there. There's some red in there. So let me get my oxide brush and just go to town. That's pretty. Okay, let's do that here as well. Yep, okay. That's that. That's going to be here. And that's going to be... I want it like this. It's also fun. Or am I going to do it like this? I think I'm going to do it like this. So let's do that first. Let's glue him down. Mind you, I'm using this for the December Memories hashtag, but you can perfectly use this journal and the die for the December to Remember challenge as well, because it lends itself for that perfectly. And the Square XL is such a fun size to work in. So I'm going to put him there, but I am going to ink the edges a bit to make it look more vintage, because, well, on that vintage paper, I think that's just more pretty. And again, I haven't re-inked my dauber, so this is just leftovers that is in there, but it's just giving it that hint. And that's what I like about frayed burlap. It's just beautiful, yummy, and grungy instantly. So he's going to go there. So I'm going to use my easy runner for that. So, because this is just thin copier paper and I don't want that to go all bubbly on me because of the wet glue. But I do think it misses something. That's one. I'm just going to stick them under. And then I'm going to press this down. I'm just going to do this. And that one there. Yep. Now I'm pressing the prompts paper down, and what I'm going to do, just with a tiny bit of glue, I'm going to stick these down. there we go. That's my first page. Done. Prompts. So let me put that in. So now we're going to slide that back under that first signature. And here's my journal all ready to go for the hashtag December Memories 25. I love it. So I'm going to fill up all these pages with photos from December. So not yet, but I will get to it. I just wanted to get the journal done, and I love how it turned out. If you like it too, give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, for more fun videos like this one. And yeah, that was it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I love to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.